Muscle growth isn't magic. It's science. Every rep, every set, and every recovery phase triggers a precise biological process known as hypertrophy. But do you really know what's happening inside your muscles when you train? In this video, we'll break down the real science behind how muscles grow, from microscopic fiber damage to protein synthesis and hormonal response. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe for more science-backed fitness insights, training strategies, and tips that help you train smarter, not just harder. Building muscle isn't just about lifting weights. It's about understanding the science behind how your body responds to stress, adapts, and grows stronger. Hypertrophy is the process that transforms training effort into visible muscle growth, and it's driven by biology, not luck. Every pump you feel, every rep you perform, and every recovery day you take contributes to this complex physiological masterpiece. In this deep dive, we'll uncover how muscles really grow, the science, the methods, and the strategies that turn your workouts into powerful growth engines. Point 10. What is hypertrophy? The foundation of muscle growth. Hypertrophy is the enlargement of muscle fibers as a result of strength training and mechanical stress. When you lift weights, you create microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. Your body perceives this as damage and responds by repairing those fibers, making them thicker, denser, and stronger. Over time, this process leads to visible muscle size increase. There are two main types of hypertrophy: myofibrillar hypertrophy, which increases the density and strength of muscle fibers, and sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which expands the fluid and energy storage components of the muscle, giving it a fuller appearance. Effective training balances both for optimal growth. Point 9. Mechanical tension, the trigger for growth. The number one signal for muscle growth is mechanical tension, the force your muscles generate when contracting under load. This happens during exercises like squats, presses, or deadlifts when muscles are stretched and contracted under resistance. High tension causes cellular signaling that activates muscle-building pathways such as mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin, a key driver of protein synthesis. To maximize mechanical tension, focus on slow, controlled reps, emphasize the eccentric lowering phase, and maintain constant tension throughout each movement. Point 8. Muscle damage, breaking down to build up. When you train intensely, your muscles experience microtrauma, tiny tears that the body must repair. This muscle damage triggers inflammation, which signals the body to rebuild the tissue stronger and thicker. That's why soreness often follows a tough session. It's a sign that your body is repairing and adapting. However, more damage isn't always better. Excessive muscle damage can hinder recovery and performance. The goal is to create just enough stress to stimulate growth without overwhelming your body's ability to heal. Point 7. Metabolic stress. The pump effect. Ever felt your muscles swell during a workout? That's metabolic stress, a buildup of metabolites like lactate, hydrogen ions, and phosphate that occur when your muscles fatigue. This burn sensation and pump effect increase cellular swelling, which sends a growth signal to your body. Metabolic stress also releases anabolic hormones such as growth hormone and IGF-1, which enhance recovery and muscle building potential. To harness this effect, include higher rep training, 8 to 15 reps per set, supersets, or short rest intervals to maintain continuous tension and blood flow. Point 6. Protein synthesis, the core of muscle repair. Muscle growth happens through protein synthesis, where the body builds new proteins to repair damaged muscle fibers. The process is regulated by amino acids, especially leucine, and the mTOR pathway. To maximize protein synthesis, consume high-quality protein sources like eggs, chicken, fish, or whey protein within a few hours after training. The general rule is to aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. Remember, training breaks muscle down, but nutrition builds it back up stronger. Point 5. The role of hormones. Nature's growth switches hormones act as the messengers that drive hypertrophy. Testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, are the big players that regulate recovery and muscle protein synthesis. Resistance training, adequate sleep, and balanced nutrition naturally optimize these hormones. On the other hand, chronic stress and sleep deprivation elevate cortisol, a catabolic hormone that breaks down muscle tissue. Think of hormones as your internal control panel. Align your training, rest, and diet to keep it working in your favor. Point 4. Progressive overload. The law of continuous growth hypertrophy thrives on challenge. The principle of progressive overload means gradually increasing the demands on your muscles over time through heavier weights, more reps, or improved intensity. Without progression, your body adapts and stops growing. Track your lifts, aim to add small increments regularly, and prioritize proper form. Even a 1 to 2% improvement each week compounds into massive growth over months. Your muscles only grow when they're forced to do more than they've done before. Point 3. Recovery. Where the magic happens, muscles don't grow in the gym, they grow during rest. When you sleep or recover, your body repairs micro tears, replenishes energy stores, and releases growth hormones. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep is essential for optimal hypertrophy. Active recovery, stretching, and massage can also enhance blood flow and reduce stiffness. Training hard without proper recovery is like trying to build a house without giving the workers time to rest. Eventually, everything collapses. Rest isn't laziness, it's strategy. Point 2. Nutrition and caloric surplus. Fueling growth. To grow muscle, your body needs extra energy. A caloric surplus, eating slightly more than you burn, provides the resources for repair and growth. Combine that with a high-protein intake, balanced carbs for glycogen replenishment, and healthy fats for hormone production. Think of food as the raw material your body uses to sculpt muscle. Consistency in eating habits is as critical as your training plan. Without fuel, even the best workouts won't translate into visible progress. Point 1. The mind-muscle connection. The overlooked key. Science supports what experienced lifters have known for decades. The mind-muscle connection enhances hypertrophy. When you consciously focus on the muscle you're working, you improve motor unit recruitment and fiber activation. Studies show that people who concentrate on feeling their muscles grow achieve greater results than those who lift mindlessly. Visualize the contraction, slow down your reps, and breathe with control. When the mind leads, the muscle follows. And that's the real science of hypertrophy, a powerful blend of stress, recovery, and adaptation. The secret isn't just lifting heavy, it's understanding how your body responds and grows stronger over time. If you enjoyed learning how muscle growth truly works, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more evidence-based fitness videos. Keep training with purpose, feed your recovery, and let science guide your gains.